Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, man, I'm just looking at some posts and stuff online, and I realize people really don't think like me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for black people, definitely specifically black Americans. And when you read some of the posts people make and the comments after them posts, like, man, so I know everybody ain't coons. It's just a lot of people thought process is heavily influenced by the European slave masters. And that's just what it is. And people don't be realizing that. And I don't know, man. I'm probably even saying that shit wrong, but just for instance, right? One post, a lady won $90,000 on a lottery ticket and she quit her job. After taxes, I think they said she got like 64,000 back. And all the comments was like basically saying like, oh, that shit'll be gone in no time. You know what I'm saying? I was reading comments where a brother was like he had never quit and all that shit. Like, what? Shorty, all I need, man, every 2 weeks, right? My checks be from like 1650 to like 2100. Those my checks every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would take me a whole year of me never spending any money for me to get $64,000, 70,000, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It would take me to keep every check I get for a whole year. So if I can get all that money at one time, if I can get my yearly salary at one time, why the fuck would I be working, man? At the very least, I could take off for a few months, and then once I got to like my last 10, 15, 20,000, then I can go ahead and get another job if I chose to do that. But I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna try to flip it. You know what I'm saying? Or I might take some classes so I can try to start a business or something. But I'm gonna try to flip that money. But at the very least, you know what I'm saying? You could take like a 3, 4, 5 month vacation and all your bills is paid. So we know that you have to have workers, man. Without workers, wouldn't nothing be done. Everybody can't be rich and just balling out and just living lavish and shit. You gotta have people to work and get shit done. True indeed. But my goal in life is never to be a fucking worker. And I realized like a lot of people think that's the right way to thinking. Like, oh yeah, go to school for 12 years. Like you got people like athletes, right? They'd be eligible to get drafted like after high school or after doing 1 year of college. And they parents would be like, nah, don't go to the NBA or go to the NFL. Get that education first. Make sure you get your degree. Make sure you get that degree first. Dog, why? Why, Shaw? Because if you take out the fact that they play sports, that degree ain't gonna get them more money than what they gonna make playing sports. That sports is gonna put you in a position where you would never have to work again. So what is that degree gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You can get jobs and shit. You can never have a degree and go to a trade school and be getting more money than a person that been to college for 4, 5 years and shit. Real talk, man. Like y'all gotta get that shit out y'all mentality and don't teach y'all kids that shit. Like the goal should never be just to get a job and to work until you 60, 70 years old and then you retire. What the fuck type of life is that? Your goal should be to get that bag. You know what I'm saying? Now. Yeah, man, you gotta work and do what you gotta do to make ends meet in the meantime, but the goal should always be to get to a point where you don't have to answer to these other motherfuckers, man. I don't like a motherfucker being in a position to ask me or tell me what to do. I don't like that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? I like doing what the fuck I want to do. Yeah, but I just see like it's a lot of lower level thinking, man. Yeah, man. Like you don't have to have $10 million to quit your job, man. It's people right now that ain't working at all, living off the government and shit, and don't and they probably get $500-600 a month, and they got apartments and all that shit. Like you don't need millions to quit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the very least, if I got that 90,000 that that lady got, that 64,000, yeah, man, I'm putting in my 2 weeks because I'm gonna do it the right way because I might have to come back. But at the very least, now I'm gonna pay my rent for like 4 or 5. I mean, I could pay it for the whole year, but I might not. I don't want to think that far ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because I might not want to live there for a whole year. But I would pay my rent 4 or 5 months in advance. You know what I'm saying? Pay my phone bill, electric, everything like 4 or 5 months in advance, and you still gonna have like 50-something thousand. What the fuck is you working for? You know what I'm saying? Them people that's working at your job, they don't got what you got in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? They going to work every day acting like they doing something. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Get out that mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. It was another post. Like, what's up with people, man? I seen a post, and it was on Facebook where a motherfucker, it was one of them soul food junks where they just post a picture, then people just comment on the food. Where they made a catfish taco, and then a taco they had greens, and it was like I think it was coleslaw. It was coleslaw, greens, and catfish, and like a taco. And all the comments was like, not all of them, but some of the comments you had people like making a throw up, and these was black people making a little throw up emojis, and you know what I'm saying, like disgusting, oh my, your stomach gonna hurt it. Like how? And that shit just made me think like, y'all must ain't black Americans, man. You must not be a black American at all. How is a fucking catfish, greens, and coleslaw gonna make you throw up and make you sick? Like, either you didn't grow up in a black culture, you know what I'm saying, which means you're probably a black person that grew up around white people, or you're black but you're not American. You came from somewhere else. Or you grew up around motherfuckers your whole life that don't know how to cook at all. So you just think that shit nasty. Like, if you know, like my mother know how to cook. I grew up with my mother, she know how to cook. Some catfish be banging when a motherfucker know how to cook it. Greens are good as shit when a motherfucker know how to cook it. Coleslaw is good when a motherfucker know how to cook it. So if you put that shit, I would try it. I wouldn't think about, oh, let me get a taco, or let me make a sandwich, a catfish sandwich, and throw some greens, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to think like that. But if a motherfucker presented it to me, and I knew you was a cooking motherfucker, oh yeah, I'm going to taste it. And that shit probably going to be bomb, because it's greens, catfish, and coleslaw. And all that shit can actually be on a plate together. You can have a plate and have catfish, greens, coleslaw. The greens and the coleslaw is gonna have some moisture to it. So as you're eating, once you get to the bottom and it be like the last little bit, nigga, all that shit is getting scooped up together. Man, ain't nobody separating that shit, man. You ain't gonna have a plate for catfish, another plate for greens, and another plate for coleslaw. You just making sure don't nothing touch. I know it is people that don't like their food touching, but hey, man, it ain't that serious, man. Like a catfish, like I said, that's not something that I would have just thought about. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a catfish taco and throw some greens and coleslaw on it. Nah, but it's I don't think of that as disgusting. That shit probably tastes bomb. Cause if the catfish is good as shit, if the greens are good, and if the coleslaw is good, then if you eating that shit on the top, all they doing is just putting the catfish on the tortilla, putting some of the greens on there, and then putting some of the coleslaw on there, and then picking it up and eating it all the same. It's the same as if you had a fork and you took a piece of catfish on a fork, took some greens, took some coleslaw, all that shit on the same fork and put it in your mouth, bro. Like, how is that shit disgusting, bro? Like, I ain't understanding that shit. I mean, the comments, you would make it seem like that was like the most nastiest shit a motherfucker could have thought of, man. To me, that's just not being honest, man. People just be saying anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, I don't know, man. We gotta get out of that, you know what I'm saying? That slave mentality, man. That working mentality, in my opinion, that's slave mentality. Understand, we work because we have to. Not because we want to or we love doing this shit. Yeah. You a special person, man, if you're getting paid doing the shit that you love. Cause most motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I don't know no numbers, but I would say it'd be 90% or more. People are doing shit, working jobs that they don't love, man. You know what I'm saying? Most people that's working jobs, hey, when you was a teenager, you never said that was the job that the job that you working now ain't the job that you said you wanted to do when you was a kid, teenager, whatever. It's not, man. You doing what you gotta do to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? But to have that mentality like oh yeah, I'm just gonna be a worker. I'm just gonna be in the matrix. I'm gonna be in this system, get up every day, go to work, you know what I'm saying, do my job, come home, take a shower, eat dinner, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just constant, just doing the exact same shit every day. The exact same shit. It's like you a robot, it's like a program. And you stuck in that shit. My goal is to get out of that fucking program. So I don't have to be stuck in the continuous, constant cycle, just doing the same shit over and over and over until you die. What the fuck is the point of life if that's all it is to it? Yeah, man. That lady got that money. She quit that job. She quit that job because she hate that fucking job. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why she's there is because she have to be there to pay them bills. Now she got enough money that she could pay her bills without that job. And motherfuckers saying slick shit. Everybody I guarantee you, most of the people that was talking shit in them comments don't got that money in their account, man. And they living check to check like me. I'm living check to check. You know what I'm saying? All it take is a lump sum and I'm down, skedaddle, get the fuck up out of here. And I'm working on that shit every year. I'm always trying to get that bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just the regular, but I could do the regular shit, man. The regular shit, going to work, having a job, you know what I'm saying? Paying your bills, paying rent, paying gas, paying electric, you know what I'm saying? Getting clothes, being fly, having cars and shit, and paying car notes and all that. I could do it, having food, you know what I'm saying? Basically having, you know, everything that you need, some of the shit that you want. I can do that. That's easy. The hard part is getting to a point where you're doing absolutely everything the fuck you want for most of the day. Like 80% of your life is doing exactly what you want. You got all the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? You going wherever you want to be and you don't really have no restrictions. That's the ultimate goal. The goal ain't to, man, find a job and work that motherfucker for 40, 50 years and then retire. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You do that because you have to. And you never thought big enough, or you never had the opportunity to change that. But all right, y'all, man, let's think big, man. And I don't want to be stuck in the matrix, man. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to get money out here. The goal is to put yourself in a position where you don't gotta answer to a motherfucker. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy when I got days off. I'm happy when I can take vacations. It's never a time I've been on vacation I was like, I can't wait to get back to my job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never thought like that, man. I do this shit strictly because I got to, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's that old way of thinking, man, where you gotta work. As a black person, you know what I'm saying? We was forced to work for hundreds of years with no compensation. You know what I'm saying? That was slavery. And then when Jim Crow came, like, we had to work twice as hard just to get a little bit of what the YTs had. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah, it ain't like that no more. Now motherfuckers don't want to bust their ass and do all that hard ass shit just to barely be making it. You know what I'm saying? Now motherfuckers, if you busting your ass and working hard, you want that compensation to equal the amount of work you do or the level of work you do. You know what I'm saying? You busting your ass, then you want that money to show that you busting your ass, man. Ain't nobody slaving for nothing. You dig what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. Let's get that money, man. Yeah, I'm with that lady, man. If I would have got that 90,000, I would have did the same motherfucking thing, man. I would have did the same thing. I'm young. I put in my two. I ain't gonna curry him, cause you know, I know that 64,000. That's not a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing you can really retire on. You can't retire on that, but you can go on a vicious ass vacation, and you could be off for a few months, or you could, if you got a business plan, you could take that money and you know, flip it. You know, which should be her goal. I hope that's her goal. You know what I'm saying? But she'll be back working soon. But hey, I ain't mad. That's yeah. Have fun, man. Enjoy your little shit. That's what it is. All right, y'all.